This is the Mii Iceberg. In this video, I'll be breaking down all of its details and truly finding out how deep it can go. Matt is one of the 60 original AI Miis that originally released in Wii Sports back in 2006. Matt is infamous for being insanely good at all the sports he plays. Let me run you through some of his accolades. He's the Mike Tyson of boxing. He'll rock you in swordplay duels. He's the final boss of Swordplay Showdown, and he's master difficulty in Wii Party. Matt is famous for his stupidly difficult AI and plays. This entry refers to the makeup and wigs that player can give to their Miis in Miitopia. It gives the player more customization and creativity when creating Miis. The player can put eyelashes, eyeshadow, blush, lipstick, eyebrows, and even more makeup. And there are a variety of wigs that the player can put on a Mii's head as well. This feature is only seen in the Nintendo Switch version of Miitopia. I think this entry refers to the drivers found in the car hazards on the Coconut Mall map on Mario Kart Wii and 7. Although Coconut Mall returned in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the Miis were replaced with Shy Guys, which sparked a bit of controversy within the community. This entry refers to the set of playable Mii fighters in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and Ultimate. The players can not only play as themselves, but also play as one of the select 3 classes: the Mii Brawler, Sword Fighter, or Gunner. This entry refers to the various tools that have been used to create Miis. Dating back to 2006, the Mii Maker got its start as the Mii channel on the Wii, and since then, we've seen the Mii Maker on the 3DS, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch, with the character creator tool developing and evolving with every new installment. This entry refers to the Mii Parade tool found in the top right corner of the Mii channel. The Mii Parade is a feature where a user can send extra Miis to the parade and then simply walk down the screen along with the rest of the Miis in the parade. And the parade was mainly a storage system for the players to store their extra Miis. Miitomo was a freemium social networking mobile app where users could communicate with others about topics and answer questions about their current interests. The app was similar to Tomodachi Life, which some of the developers for the game worked on as well. The app was released in March 2016 alongside the My Nintendo service and was shut down on May 9th, 2018. Miitopia was a Mii role-playing game for the 3DS released in 2016 in Japan and in 2017 for the rest of the world. The game saw a group of party members fight in search of retrieving and saving faces stolen by the Dark Lord and returning them back to their original owners. The game also included life simulation aspects, as the user could have Miis create relationships with their friends in their party. The game was remade and re-released for the Nintendo Switch in 2021, selling 1.79 million copies. Wow. Miiverse was a social network for the 3DS and Wii U created by Nintendo and Hatina? I am not too sure how to pronounce that. Miiverse was implemented in a large majority of first-party Nintendo games, as players could interact and post their gameplay onto Miiverse. Unfortunately, the service was shut down on November 8, 2017 to a large disappointment to the community. Street Pass Mii Plaza is a built-in application for the 3DS, where players could meet other 3DS owners and Miis over Street Pass and interact with them. While the 3DS is in sleep mode, passing another 3DS would detect and exchange data between the two different systems. The app also included other games such as Puzzle Swap and Find Me. The app services are still running to this day. Where do I even begin with this masterpiece? Tomodachi Life is a social simulation video game for the 3DS released for Japan in 2013 and 2014 for the rest of the world. Tomodachi Life follows the everyday lives of the Mii Islanders that users can create and place on their own individual islands. The user would watch their Miis as they build relationships, solve problems, and enjoy their life on the island. The game has received massive praise and positive reception due to its charm and incredibly expansive and immersive gameplay. Wii Sports is a sports simulation game developed and published by Nintendo all the way back to the Wii's release in 2006. Wii Sports is the first game to see the Miis used in action as they play the 5 sports available to the player. Wii Sports is infamous today due to the Wii's boom in 2006, as it was packaged into almost every single console for the system. Wii Sports revolutionized video gaming as a whole, and it was the first time the world would ever see motion controls packaged into such a system. The Miis were a large part of Nintendo's identity and brand for 10 years during the Wii and Wii U's lifespan. The Miis were on promotional work, countless games were made of the Miis, and they were everywhere to be seen if it was related to Nintendo. However, once the Nintendo Switch came along, there was very little to be seen about the Miis. There have only been 12 Switch games involving the Miis in its 7-year lifespan, with only 2 of these games predominantly using the Miis. With the Mii's big rise in popularity in the early Wii area and a Smash game bound to the Wii, Nintendo fans could have possibly seen the Miis battling it out on the battlefield. However, Super Smash Bros. Brawl was released in 2008 and there were no Miis to be seen. According to Masahiro Sakurai, the creator and director of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the Miis were cut from the game because it didn't seem right at the time for the Miis to be punching and kicking. They were also cut from the game because some developers thought it would lead to online bullying concerns that they really didn't want to go against. Tomodachi Collection is a Japanese exclusive social simulation game released for Nintendo DS on June 18, 2009. Tomodachi Collection is the less known older brother of Tomodachi Life. The game follows all the same gameplay as Tomodachi Life, as you may watch your Miis interact with others, help them solve problems, and live their lives on the island. This was the second ever DS game to ever feature Miis, with personal trainer walking, beating it out a year earlier. There really isn't much to be said about Tomodachi Collection, as it's simply just Tomodachi Life but older and on the DS. If a user wanted to delete all their save data in Tomodachi Life, they need to go to the town hall, press options, and then delete save data. While in other games they may have you simply confirm to delete your data, Tomodachi Life gets a little personal with it.
Do you really want to delete your save data?
The game has 5 different fail-safes for deleting your data. The user's Mii confirms it multiple times saying, "Please don't delete me."
Are you sure about this?
The scene is super weird as your Mii then gets smaller till it vanishes into thin air. What's super creepy about this is it's almost as if you're killing yourself. Your Mii is begging for mercy as you're essentially deleting every memory, life moment, and significance behind the Mii itself. Woohoo Loop is the first course of the Flower Cup in Mario Kart 7. The track is based off Woohoo Island from Wii Sports Resort and is a full circle version of the Around the Island cycling course in that game. Unlike most other courses in Mario Kart 7, this course has its laps split into 3 different sections of the courses instead of one cycle completed 3 times. We Deleted You, which has a 8.3 star rating in IMDb, is a series of creepypastas written and posted by YouTuber Nuclear Blue, formerly Icy Pie, starting on August 8, 2017. The story is of a boy who received a Wii from his dad on his birthday and was excited to play it. However, he opened the Mii channel and found a Mii named Edeled, delete backwards. He would try to delete the Mii but would later live to regret his decision. Tomodachi Life has 4 dreams that are pretty unsettling and creepy. The first of these being the mirror dream, where the mirror in front of your Mii is reflecting a completely different image or series of events than what's actually happening. The ritual dream is pretty eerie as well, as you'll be seeing a group of Miis circling a random object, almost as if they're in a cult.
I'll deal the sandwich.
The drive dream takes place in the middle of an eerie and creepy forest. 2 Miis are driving while the dreaming Mii sits on the dashboard as a dead bobblehead. Randomly, the driver will slam on the brakes. The passenger will ask about the sudden stop and have a super creepy conversation about literally nothing.
What now? What's 1 plus 1? 2? Correct.
The dream familiar is super simple but super creepy as well. It shows the Tomodachi Collection island as the already pretty creepy music accompanied by all the dreams distorts along with the image itself until it fades away into nothing. Beef Boss is a Fortnite skin released on August 10, 2018 for 1,500 V-Bucks. However, the skin is better known for its Mii version, which is often used by popular Nintendo YouTuber Professor. Professor is known for his short temper and irate reactions to unfavorable moments.
Elisa! Go away!
Professor on his time on YouTube has made Beef Boss infamous, as it often rivals the Fortnite skin on Google's top search responses. This entry refers to an exploit a player can use in Tomodachi Life. Anytime they want to wake up someone on their island during the night, they can simply edit some aspects or characteristic of that Mii and they will immediately be woken up from their dream upon returning from the editing screen. This really doesn't do much besides allowing the player to do stuff that they will want their Mii to do when they are awake at night. There are 5 official Tomodachi Life Miis that were fully designed by Nintendo. Players could have these celebrities on their island by scanning the QR code for their respective Miis in the town hall, where the QR codes would be found on the Nintendo website. These Miis didn't have any editable features of their profiles. Appearances, voices, and personalities were already present and locked in by Nintendo. Every time you level up your Mii in Tomodachi Life, you have the option to give them a little something for free, including pocket money, which is not free. Once you give them $10,000, or 7,896.4 euros for you weird Europeans, they'll say that you saved up a much money, which, yeah, sure, you did. It's not like I just handed it to you. And they'll bring the wife okay, why'd I write this in the script? And they'll bring the wife and the kids to the moon. After, your Mii will unlock the white astronaut suit for free. This event is extremely rare as it requires you to save up $10,000 of your currency and spend it on one singular Mii. You'd think it's worth it since you unlock the astronaut costume, but you can just find that in the clothing shop for $4,000. Throughout Tomodachi Life, the name Redford can be found all over the game without any context or meaning, so what exactly does it mean? Well, Redford is the fictional brand that combines the names of Redmond, Washington, the location of Nintendo of America headquarters, and Frankfurt, Germany, the location of Nintendo of Europe headquarters. These fictional brands are also different around the country, as you'll see Tobakaido in Japan and Ninko in Korea. Before Russia's recent attacks on Ukraine and Russia's Nintendo website being temporarily shut down, Miitopia had an 18+ rating, which is super odd considering the rest of the world sees Miitopia with an E for everyone rating. This is because Miitopia may depict same-sex relationships in-game, which nets the game an 18+ rating for Russia.
Bill! No sleeping on the job.
What in the world is going on? I mean, I have so many questions. Everyone is well aware of the bald legend Matt, but not nearly as many people are aware of the other AI Mii named Matt. This Matt can be found in Wii Party U and Wii Sports Club. This man is less superior to Matt, only being an expert difficulty Mii in Wii Party U and not having nearly as legendary of a beard as the Mii we've seen to grow in love. This entry refers to the regional exclusive song in Tomodachi Life and was replaced by ballad, techno, and musical here in the West. This song was likely cut from localized versions of the game because this type of Japanese music genre is too niche for Western audiences. Here's a short clip of the song. In the Japanese and Korean version of Tomodachi Life, an adult and child can marry and have a child in-game. This is obviously very odd and, more importantly, illegal. It doesn't exist in localized versions of the game. It makes me curious on whether or not this just slipped past the minds of the developers because, like, come on, man. AKB48 Plus Mii is a Japanese exclusive 3DS game released on October 25th, 2012, where your Mii could be part of the AKB48 Japanese idol music group. This game is completely forgotten, and I didn't even know this existed before doing my research for this video, to be completely honest. This entry refers to a 2-minute promotion where Wayne Brady and Jonathan Mangum, a comedy duo, are in Wayne Brady's man cave.
Welcome to the man cave. It's got boxing gloves, footballs, and a hot dog on the wall in neon. That's a man cave, son.
That is a man cave.
This video is supposed to be a lighthearted and comedic, but it's super funny to me because you can tell nobody has any idea what's going on. First off, the way that Brady describes the game they are playing is just awkward as hell.
And men play Wii Party U with me tonight. Over 80 games, son.
Over 80 games, son. Come on, bruh. They show gameplay of big bling blasters, but in the next shot, we see them holding the weird mode sideways, which makes absolutely zero sense because the entire game is about pointing and shooting, but you know, who cares about that? Next, they're playing Run to the Sun, and Mangum and Brady get distracted.
What's three?
What's that? Is that a weenie on the wall? Is that from?
Oh, look at that! Sneak
You can't
attack!
distract me with a weenie on the wall.
How do you distract someone from this game? It's luck. You literally pick a side and hope you don't die.
Quit my job.
You did?
Yeah.
Bro.
Let's go.
You quit?
Yeah.
Do you need a place to live?
Yeah.
Okay. I love you, man.
I love you too.
I'm glad that he has his priorities in line. There are about 4 total videos with the dual playing Wii Party U, and I'll play some of my favorite moments from all of them.
Oh, I gotta get to first base.
First base? You ain't getting no first base, my daughter. Because first base leads to second base, and second base leads to me having to build another room outside. Miley, you're too young. The two of you have so much to live for.
We're playing baseball.
We party you! Hey, that's what we do! Hey, 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 we party you!
Hey, I'm Heroic, a legend in the Nintendo community by the way, has found that the NPCs in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild are actually advanced versions of the Miis we have known to grow and love, and can actually be converted from the Miis to NPCs with a little bit of modding. What's even cooler is that the NPCs in Tears of the Kingdom are also advanced versions of the Miis. On November 19, 2019, Nintendo YouTube legend Thomas GameDocs posted a video titled, "Japan Police Used This Mii to Catch a Criminal," which details a story where the Yokohama police force posted a wanted sign of a hit-and-run suspect. Included on the sign was a Mii, which is absolutely hilarious, and it's as funny as it sounds. It's unknown who exactly posted the sign, as the chief of the police department claimed it wasn't them. However, there's a Guinness World Record page corresponding to the entire incident, which is also hilarious. It is unfortunately impossible to have 2 of Miis of the same gender married to get in a relationship. This was a bit controversial, as some players would not be able to represent their in real life relationships in the game simply because they are gay. Nintendo made a formal apology before the game was even released. In the Japanese, European, and Korean versions of Tomodachi Life, it is possible to receive a piece of the Berlin Wall as a treasure. I mean, this is absolutely insane because the Berlin Wall was a barrier that separated East and West Berlin from 1961 to 1989, and it was built to stop people from fleeing East Germany to the West during the Cold War. Does this mean that Tomodachi Life is... Yeah, I'm not even looking into this. In Tomodachi Life, the developers don't stop you from dyeing a bald Mii's hair, which is absolutely hilarious. The game goes through the entire sequence as if the Mii had normal hair, but it just doesn't.